Happiness can be found in many places, whether it's time spent with family and friends or enjoying a great meal made from scratch. Quality breakfast moments can happen anytime, not just at breakfast time, like when you dig into the brick, known by locals as the not-so-special special. The brick is named after our very own local hero, Detective Brick Benson, the ace detective. You start off with a mug of hot coffee, add lots of cream and a heaping helping of brown cane sugar. Then enjoy your 2 eggs, done any way you want them and served with our homemade crispy pork sausage links, rye toast and seasonal fruit. Or how about Brick's favorite, the Quick Brick, known by the waitresses as the I'm in a hurry Tootsie, give me a quickie. The Quick Brick is a diet Fanta Cola and a bag of cheese doodles. It just doesn't get any quicker than that. For those watching their waistlines, try our brand new addition, named after Brick Benson's business partner, Feta Pfefferlinger. The Feta, as Feta describes it, is just like diet food, only completely different. The Feta is our regular homemade Special Island Pancake House Island French toast, but with 4 slices of toast rather than 3. Then we sprinkle it with powdered sugar, add a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and drown it all with maple syrup. Then we cover it entirely with whipped cream and add 2 thick strips of applewood bacon and one of our homemade pork sausages, cooked crisp with a side of our Island Pancake House hash brown potatoes and brown gravy. Is that a diet meal, you say? We don't say anything, but Feta says it is. The secret to this diet breakfast dessert, according to Feta, is no cherries on the whipped cream. So if you were on a diet, ask for the Feta, and the next thing you know, you look just like Feta, who just happens to look just like Jennifer Aniston before she married Brad Pitt in 2001. But if you're not on a diet or just don't give a effort, ask for the Virgin Feta. That way, we'll know not to add the cherries. Come see us at 2801 Estero Boulevard, Unit P, Fort Myers Beach, Florida, 33931. We are an island tradition, serving Fort Myers Beach since 1977.
Well, after the little misunderstanding of what I meant when I told Feta I wanted to give her a last name, she and I decided that her last name should be Pfefflinger, in honor of Dr. Millard Pfefflinger, Feta's inventor, and as Feta calls him, her daddy. Well, Feta was very excited when she thought I proposed to her, and I felt bad for letting her down and making her cry. I've grown very fond of her in the last couple of weeks we've been together. In fact, I can't imagine being without her. I certainly got no other irons in the fire out there. No other girl or android I've ever met made me feel the way I feel when I'm with Feta. Now, that's not to say I've met a lot of other androids to compare her with, but most of the humanoid gals I've met seem more like robots than her in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? They all act and talk the same, and it seems that most of them are more politically correct than whatever their anatomical correction status is, which in my opinion distracts from whatever their anatomical correction status happens to be. And these days you can't even be sure a gal's anatomical correction works in sync with whatever your anatomical correction status is. If you don't know what I'm saying, don't worry about it. I don't know what I'm saying either. Point is, I can't quite put my finger on their anatomical correction thing. Oh, that didn't sound quite the way I thought it would sound. Sorry about that. What I mean is, a guy has to be very careful to get a handle on whatever letter of the alphabet a gal associates with these days before he can even think about getting into her. Moly shish kebabs. I should really write my thoughts out before I say them. Anywho, it seems like every day the wacko alphabet people keep adding more letters to their various preferences. I wonder what they'll do when they run through all 26 letters of the Americanese language. I guess they could switch to that Khmer Cambodian language, which has 74 letters. I know about the Khmer Cambodian alphabet because Feta and I discussed that possibility one night. You know, Feta speaks 6,500 languages, including Buzu, in case you don't recall that from the Chumai scene. I wonder how the alphabet people keep all that stuff straight. Oh, that's right. Nothing is straight in the alphabet people world. Heck, in the alphabet people language, I don't even know if I'm a vowel or a consonant, let alone what letter I am. Oh, and another thing. The alphabet people are using up all the nifty words we used to use. Take fag, for instance. In the old days, fags were cigarettes. People used to smoke fags. But today you better not tell anyone you're going out in the alley and smoke a fag, or they'll arrest you for threatening to kill one of the alphabet people. And you sure as heck better not tell anyone you had a gay old time at the Christmas party, unless you're one of the appropriate alphabet-lettered people. Oh, and forget saying anything that looks odd or strange, looks queer. Oh, and the Christmas song, Deck the Halls, takes on a whole new meaning when they sing, Don we now our gay apparel. Oh, I hate to complain, but I gotta say, the alphabet people have made it very difficult to be versatile in your use of adjectives and pronouns. Anywho, one of the things that stands out about Feta, aside from her anatomical points, pun intended, she has absolutely no doubts or confusion concerning her feminine status in relationship to my strong, masculine, mighty, forceful, and robust persona. In fact, she tells me I'm her alpha male. I guess because I'm half Greek, she puts me first in line with the Greek alphabet people. But in spite of all the pronoun and adjective confusion, there's one thing I know for sure, and that is life's been all aces for me ever since Feta and I got together. Oh, sure, she gets me into some tough spots with her tendency to be, very literal and a bit too honest about certain things. Oh, and she loves to correct me at times with her ability to instantaneously access information from the World Wide Web. And she's constantly reminding me that I dumped her at the Goodwill store with Vic Hugo. But she's beautiful, she's smart, and she's a hoot. But I don't tell her that anymore since the Goodfellas incident at Denny's. But for the most part, Feta and I are a perfect match. I'm the ace detective with all my natural instincts and abilities for crime solving, and Feta now has a master's degree in criminology and a built-in criminal investigative and forensics app, and she recently completed her Juris Doctorate in criminal law. Oh yes, and she follows the Dave Ramsey 12-step plan and has accrued a large sum of money that she's going to invest in our detective partnerships. With all her capabilities, we won't even need to invest any more money in equipment or a computer because, well, like she says, she is a computer. Yes, sir, she's the complete package. Well, maybe we'll need a printer, unless she can do that too. Yeah, I don't know, I'll have to ask her, but I'm kind of afraid to ask where the paper would come out. But that's a worry for another day. Oh, yes, I forgot. Feta poops vanilla fragrance. So the office always smells great. Like she says, what the else could you ask for? Anyhow, we arrived at the police station right on time. But Sally, the chief's secretary, told us the chief was on a call with the mayor. While we were waiting in the hall, we met Tony Goomba.
Hey, Brick.
Oh, hi, Tony.
Hiya, Feta.
Hi, Detective Goomba.
Feta, just call me Tony. We're like family now.
Okay, Tony. Just like family. That would make us kind of like friends-in-law.
Yeah, friends-in-law. I like that.
So, Tony, did you wrap up that jewelry theft and recover the jeweled compact from Lily's mom's garage?
Sure did. We cleared a lot of unsolved cases with what we found in the garage, thanks to your old reverse lineup technique, Brett.
It is the new old reverse lineup technique, Tony. I named it.
Yeah, Feta called dibs on the name, Tony. Naming something first is in the dibs rulebook, you know.
There's a dibs rulebook?
Well, yeah. Everybody knows that, Tony.
Oh, my.
Oh, really? Okay. Anyway, I think the chief wants to talk to you about that. Look, I'll catch up with you guys later. I have to finish this report.
Oh, sure thing, Tony. We'll see you later.
See ya, Tony.
So, the chief wants to talk to me about the Cheek Scar Willie arrest, huh?
He probably wants to find out more about the new old reverse lineup technique.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Brick?
Yeah, baby?
What if Chief O'Malley asks me why we split up 10 years ago?
Well...
Should I be truthful and tell him you dumped me because I wasn't anatomically correct?
I didn't dump you.
Or do you want me to lie?
No.
You know I have trouble lying. It is contrary to my programming and my complete knowledge and understanding of the Bible.
Oh, boy.
I do not want to be on the wrong side of God, but I do not want to make you mad either.
No.
I find myself between the rock of ages and a hard place.
No, Fabe, I don't want you to lie. Always stick with what God says, you know. You use the King James Bible only, right?
Of course.
It's the only Bible that is personally written and autographed by God, you know.
Well, yes.
Oh, that's good.
I have memorized your copy of the King James Version and I have downloaded the King James Concordance into my memory bank also.
Yes, that's very good, Theta. So, if the chief asks why we split up 10 years ago, just tell him that we didn't connect back then, okay?
Excellent. That is a good one, darling. That is true. So it is not necessary for me to go to hell for lying, because we really could not connect back then, because I was not anatomically correct. So...
No, Lord Theta, no. That's not what I meant. Don't tell him that. We just didn't have anything in common back there. We were just like two ships passing in the night.
Two ships? Oh. You mean that we met briefly and we failed to create a meaningful relationship based on common interests?
Yes.
That is helpful, because I would have used the idiomatic expression that our relationship was a spectacular failure after you dumped me at the Goodwill store because I was anatomically incorrect.
Well, thank God we clarified that. Now look, if the chief asks, just tell him that we didn't have a chance to develop any feelings for each other in the short time we were together. And look, as I keep telling you, I didn't dump you because you were anatomically incorrect.
Oh? But you are admitting that you did dump me then?
No, I'm not.
Well, it sounded like you did.
No, I just said that wrong. Look, if you would just take my word for that, you will not be lying and we won't be opening any cans of worms.
Okay, darling. I won't bring any of that up. Sweetheart, why would we be opening cans of worms? That sounds like a very strange and a very yucky thing to do.
Theta, another idiom, sweetheart.
Oh, sorry. I really need to filter everything you say through an idiom filter, if there is such a thing. Oh, I see. You do not want to create a complicated situation in which doing something to correct or avoid a problem leads to many more problems.
Exactly.
Brick darling, I am beginning to understand that some idioms serve to consolidate rather wordy thoughts into more concise word images even though the meaning of the idiom is not deductible from any of the individual words in the idiom.
I have no idea what you just said.
It would have been a good opportunity just then for me to use an idiom. I guess I missed the boat. Brick, saying that I missed the boat was an idiom that means that I failed to take advantage of an opportunity to use.
I do know what missing the boat means, Theta.
Darling?
Yes, dear?
Perhaps I should just learn to lie well and ask God to forgive me, because explaining our lives together to people seems to place us in a constant state of worm can opening.
Oh, no, I do not want you to lie. If we keep any of that from coming up in a conversation, there won't be any worm cans to open. If the chief asks you questions, you should answer them truthfully. The likelihood of him asking you if you're an android or if you were 10 years old or if I dumped you at a Goodwill store is very remote, to say the least. But I definitely would prefer to avoid any discussion about your true age or anatomical correctness.
Got it. If either of those questions arise, I will shrewdly manipulate the conversation in such a way as to redirect Chief O'Malley away from the actual subject matter about which he inquired, and negotiate a barely perceptible transition into a more acceptable area that will serve our purposes and avoid further vexatious questions.
What? Who's going to ask infectious questions?
Oh, Brick. Never mind. I got this. I can direct our conversation to my college background. Okay, I just created a timeline consistent with my education and my age of 30. I have accessed my college institution's records system and have recorded a complete history of my grades, showing that I graduated at the top of my class. I have also taken the opportunity and paid all of my college fees. Brick. Dave Ramsey would be so proud of me. I am debt-free. I think I will call him and do the debt-free screen after we meet with Chief O'Malley.
Theta? You did all that just now? I can't say this enough. You are amazing.
No, Brick, you cannot say that enough because I am amazing. Oh, Brick? While I am thinking about it, would you like a few college degrees also?
Nah. Nobody would believe that. Everybody here knows me.
You are probably right. Would you like a high school diploma?
Very funny.
I was being serious. Oh, Brick, would you like to see pictures from my college graduation? I can show them to Chief O'Malley.
You have graduation pictures?
Yes. And I have pictures of when I was prom queen in high school. And I have some great ones of me at a college Girls Gone Wild event in Myrtle Beach in 2016.
How did you get all those pictures?
Oh, I can create any photographic image I need. Before you woke me up this morning, I completed an advanced course in Photoshopography from Adobe Creative Cloud.
You did all that in your sleep? Oh, you truly are my dream girl.
I did all my high school pictures in Photoshop, but I actually was at the College Girls Go Wild event in Myrtle Beach.
You were?
Yes. I won first prize in a topless bathing suit contest.
You did?
Yes. He took me there when he was at a meeting paying Hunter Biden for some state secrets for his dad.
What?
Afterwards, we looked at Hunter's selfie porn pictures on his laptop, and then we all went to the beach and I entered the contest. He and Hunter made a video of the contest. It's still on YouTube and has over 100,000 views so far. Would you like to see it?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, later.
As of 20 minutes ago, it had almost as many views as Joe Biden shaking hands with nobody after his speech yesterday. His comedy acts are very hard to compete with.
Let's just not bring any of that up during the meeting, okay?
Oh, it is another one of those cans of worms?
Yeah, that might be a jumbo can.
It's okay, Brick. Everybody thought I was Jennifer Aniston. I heard she was really pissed. Apparently it tarnished her all-American girl image, as if the time she dated Jon Stewart did not do enough damage.
Oh, wow. How low can you go?
That's what she said.
How low can you go?
Brick, the chief will see you now.
Thanks, Sally. You ready, Feta?
Yes, I am ready, darling.
You're really gonna like the chief.
I am a bit nervous. I hope he likes me.
Oh, he will. Don't worry.
Yes, come in. Hello, Brick.
Hey, Chief. How the heck are you, my friend?
Well, I've been a whole lot better, I can tell you that. And this must be Fade. Jello Fade, I have heard so much about you from Detective Goomba.
You have? I hope they were good things?
Oh, yes, very good things.
I'm so very happy to finally meet you, Chief.
Oh,
Brick has told me so much about you.
Yeah?
I hope they were good things.
They were all great things, Chief.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? So please, sit down, you two. Don't you want some coffee?
Not for me, Chief. I'm good. We just had breakfast over at the Pancake House. So I've had my caffeine fix for the morning.
How about you, Fada?
No, thank you, Chief. I am adequately stimulated as well.
So, Fada, Detective Goomba told me that you two have just gotten back together after 10 years, and that you look just like Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
And he was right about that. You look just like Jennifer Aniston back when...
Back before she married Brad Pitt in 2000?
Yes,
I get that a lot.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Detective Goomba has been talking about you ever since the lineup, and he was right. Brick, did you know I saw Jennifer Aniston at a College Girls Gone Wild event in Myrtle Beach in 2016?
Oh, Lord.
Yes, when I was there at the Chief of Police Convention.
No, you never mentioned that, Chief.
The two of you could be sisters. I always thought that Jennifer was a clean-cut, all-American girl, but wow, she was in a partial bathing suit contest on the beach, and she would...
You mean a topless bathing suit contest?
Well, yes, I was just being...
That was not Jennifer Aniston. It was...
No, I heard it was one of those look-alike actors that they go around pretending to be movie stars, and I heard that Jennifer Aniston was very angry about that.
She was really pissed.
Yes, it probably was one of those looky-like people. Jennifer doesn't seem like she would be the kind of girl to do a topless bathing suit contest, you know?
I'm certain it wasn't her, because it was...
Well, now wait a minute. We don't know for sure if it was or wasn't Jennifer Aniston. Who really knows with those movie star types? Right, Fada?
Well, I know, because it was...
Fada...
well, anyway, so Fada, Tony told me that you and Vic just got back together again after you split up 10 years ago. How did you two meet back then?
Well, Chief, Fada and I met through an old friend of mine, and we were...
Rick and I were on two different ships that passed each other in the night.
What?
Right?
You were on two different ships?
She means the old idiom, two ships that pass in the night.
Yes, that idiom.
Yes, we only knew each other for a very short time, and we really never connected.
But it was not because I was anatomically incorrect.
What?
Right, darling?
What?
It's a little inside joke between Fate and me, Chief. Hard to explain. It was because she and I we didn't have time to establish a real relationship based on.
I got this, Brick. Chief, 10 years ago Brick and I met by chance briefly, and as is often the case in such instances, we failed to create a meaningful relationship based on common interests. However, in our case, even though we met the criteria alluded to in the two ships passing in the night idiom, wherein the two subjects of the idiom rarely if ever meet again, Brick and I fortuitously did meet again during a rainstorm on McGregor Boulevard 2 weeks ago, where I was waiting for a bus. This time we were both anatomically correct, thus making a relationship more feasible. Right, darling?
What?
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't have said it better.
No, you could not have.
Nice. Well, well then, it's very wonderful that you two parted on good terms and are together again, eh?
Yes.
See?
And Brick has not dumped me at a Goodwill store with a guy named Big Hugo or anything.
Huh?
Not that he ever would. I just thought I'd throw that in for good measure.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes, that is good, yes.
Chief, Fata has a great sense of humor. She's always...
Oh, see? Yeah.
She's always saying funny things about our relationship, how we met and whatnot. Yeah.
I should introduce her to Officer Brown. He can tell her some knock-knock jokes.
It's so funny to think that I would dump Fata at a Goodwill store or anything like that.
I was certainly hoping not.
No, he would never do anything like that.
So, Tony says you two are now partners in your private detective business, Rick.
Yeah, we've just about got it all arranged, Chief. Working on the paperwork and setting up the office and stuff. We're staying at the office until we can find a place. It's kind of cramped, but it's cozy and it'll do till we find a place.
Yes, it is very cozy, and Brick does not make me sleep in the utility closet.
What? Oh, there's that sense of humor again, right?
Yes. There's that humor again, right there.
So, Theda, where are you from?
Oh, I am from someplace far from Fort Myers Beach, where it is unlikely that anyone from here would know me, and where very few, if any, people who live here would be from. But it is not Denham, Australia, which is the closest city to the antipodal location of Fort Myers Beach.
Chief, Fata's just...
Oh, that's too bad you're not from Denham, Australia, because Councilman Dan Laney and his family are from Denham, Australia, and so is Noah Williams, the postmaster, and Amelia Brown, the Publix manager.
They're all from Denham, Australia?
Yes, this is a very popular place for the people from Denham, Australia.
My goodness. It is a good thing I am not from there. Is there anyone here from Liberal, Kansas?
Not that I know of.
Good. That is where I am from.
Fata, you never told me that.
When I asked you if you wanted to hear my backstory, you said not now. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Chief, denim blue jeans are not made in Denham, Australia,
No, I didn't know that, but, then it never crossed my mind that they were.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
Guys,
Yeah?
a point of interest.
What?
Denham, Australia is spelled D-E-N-H-A-M. It is named in honor of Captain Henry Mangle Denham of the Royal Navy, who charted Shark Bay in 1858. Denham, the twill material used for making blue jeans, is spelled D-E-N-I-M and was first produced in Nîmes, France.
Yeah, I knew that.
No, Brick.
Guys?
You did not know that.
I got ahead of myself. I knew I didn't know that.
No.
Theta?
You did not know that you did not know that.
Excuse me.
Until I just told you that you did not know that.
Well, you're very, pedantic. I know that.
You mean pedantic.
See?
Thank you so much. So we all know about Denham, Australia, and Denham jeans now. Thank you for that, Theta.
You are very welcome, Chief.
Yeah, sorry, Chief.
So, Theta, you are from Liberal, Kansas, you say. I've never heard of Liberal, Kansas. I don't like that name. You're not a Democrat, I hope.
Good heavens, no. And I am definitely not an android either. Right, Brick?
No, definitely not. She got mistaken for one time. You know, some guy thought she looked like a girl he knew from the Andes. He thought she was an android or an Indonesian or whatever they're called.
Oh yeah, so I see. I understand the confusion. The people from the Andes are called the Andean people.
Oh yeah, the Andean people. Everyone mixes up androids and the Andeans, I guess. But well, she isn't any of those, and she's definitely not a liberal.
And liberal Kansas is not politically liberal either. In the 2020 election, liberal Kansas voted 67.3% Republican and only 34.6% Democrat. So it is not a communist state.
Well, that's good. I wonder why he's called a liberal then.
According to Britannica.com, Liberal was founded in 1888 and it was named Liberal because a local landowner named K.E. Keats was liberal in allowing the use of his well in times of drought.
You whistle very pretty, Fada. You're musically gifted and you are very smart.
Thank you, Chief. I whistle when I think.
Yeah, Chief, like Cruella de Vil sings Whistle While You Work in The Little Mermaid, and when she rubs the magic lamp to let Robin Williams out.
Brick, I'm pretty sure Snow White sang Whistle While You Work.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
You did not know that, Brick. Yes, Chief, Snow White sang that in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The movie was released February 13th, 1952, Brick.
Yeah, okay, come on. I knew that. I just forgot I knew it, that's all.
You did not know that, Brick. Yes, Chief. Snow White sang that in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The movie was released February 13th, 1952.
I did too know that. I just forgot I knew it, that's all.
No, Brick, you did not know that, so you didn't forget it, darling. Do you need a nap, dear? You have been very confused lately.
Yes, Brick, you seem a little bit confused. Aren't you all right? He had a very serious brain injury a while back, Fada.
Yes, I know, Chief. Are you sure you're okay, darling?
Yeah, I'm fine. My mind was on liberal Kansas is all. I was distracted. That's it. I do know that Liberal is a big city.
No, Brick. Liberal is a small town. Maybe you have COVID. Have you lost your senses of smell and taste?
No, I meant it's a small town. You told me it's one. And no, my senses of taste and smell are fine.
No, I didn't tell you that. You said we would talk about my backstory later. Remember?
Fiddlesticks. Hey, look, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. So what about liberal Kansas?
Rick, are you sure you're all right? I could call Dr. Yadari.
No, I'm fine. Believe me, I'm okay. Tell me about Liberal.
Liberal is small, with a total population of 17,893 as of the latest U.S. Census estimates. But it is famous because of a girl named Dorothy Gale who lived there in 1900. She and her house were carried away by a tornado and then brought back again by a tornado. No one knows if it was the same tornado or not. Anyway, they made a movie about her experience in 1939. Her house is a tourist destination now and more than 30,000 people visit it each year. Some people say it is cursed because Dorothy Gale was sent to an insane asylum because she thought she had a Tin Man, a scarecrow, and a talking lion for friends, and she said she was kidnapped by a witch and chased by flying monkeys. And Judy Garland, who played Dorothy in the movie, became a drug addict and alcoholic because she was molested by munchkins from Lollipop Land.
Munchkins? I Chihuahua.
Yeah, my Chihuahua too.
You are very smart, Faber. How do you know all that?
I have what is called hyperthymesia, which is highly superior autobiographical memory, just like a computer.
Yeah, just like a computer.
Amazing.
I can recall all events that have occurred in my lifetime. Frick, I told you my backstory was very good and very interesting and that even you would be surprised.
Yeah, well, I sure am. But now I know why you're so frantic.
Pedantic.
Yeah, that too.
Fader Brick, I hate to interrupt your very interesting story, but I need to talk some business with you.
Business, huh? Oh, sure. That's good. We can chat some other time, and maybe over dinner, can't we, Veda?
Yes.
Oh,
certainly.
Good.
That would be nice.
Good. Yes. Well, just before you came in, I had a long conversation with the mayor. Most of our conversation was about you, Brick. He's under a lot of political pressure from our mostly Democrat city council members to downsize the police department so they can increase the salary of the city council.
What?
I know.
Really?
Yes.
They want to downsize the police to increase the politician's salary?
Yes.
Here in DeSantis land?
Yes. The Democrats are leaving the blue states and moving to Texas and Tennessee and Florida like rats from a sinking ship to escape the liberal policies.
Brick. Like rats from a sinking ship is an idiom meaning they want to escape from where liberal policies are failing and move to.
Yes, Fada, I know what it means.
Oh good. I thought you might say, I know that, and then get it all wrong like you have been doing.
Yes, the Democrats want to move to where it is nice and then do the same things they escaping the problem, you know? Unfortunately, both violent crime and property crimes has increased here ever since you retired. And the mayor thinks the crime statistics are directly related to your retirement.
Huh. So they think I turned to crime after I retired. Nah, that makes sense. I would make one heck of a supervillain.
Brick, darling, have you turned into a supervillain?
No. Does my ratty 1970 AMC gremlin and living out of my office indicate supervillain status to you?
No. But you do claim to be frugal.
Well, I assure you both I have not become a supervillain.
No, Brick, they don't think that you have become a supervillain. They think that since the city's #1 crime fighter left, the criminals feel they are free then to commit crimes without being caught.
Oh, golly, Chief, I didn't know Tony quit. Or did he get fired because he almost killed Sally's dad during the lineup? Hey, putting Sally's dad in the lineup was a clear-cut case of
stupidity?
Well, I was looking for a kinder word.
Lunacy.
No.
Idiocy?
Keep going.
Absurdity.
Getting warm.
Asininity?
Yeah, that one. But can you leave out the ass part?
No.
Oh, well, what does asininity mean anyway?
Asininity means stupidity, Brick.
Oh, well, then let's just go with stupidity. I can pronounce that one.
Oh, my.
Yes, that was pretty stupid of Tony, Brick, but no, I did not fire Tony.
Well, that explains him being at work today.
Yes, but I am going to have to cut back on the number of detectives and officers in order to meet the city council's request.
Well, that sucks.
They want you back, Brick.
They do? But I'm retired, Chief.
And we have our private detective business to run.
Yes, I know. But, Rick, you are still a state certified as a law enforcement officer in Florida. Rick, if you come back full-time, you will lose your retirement. I understand that.
Yeah, Chief, I make as much on my retirement as I did as a cop. And with our new business...
Yes, I know that. But there is a workaround. You see, the mayor wants me to offer you a part-time job, and they will create a position of consulting detective for you.
Consulting detective, huh? Like Sherlock Holmes.
See, and they will pay you at the same salary rate as when you were working full-time.
Brick, darling, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah. So how would that work, Chief?
Tony will be the only other detective, and he will handle the minor investigations.
Yeah.
When there's a major crime, you can step into working with him.
Yeah.
You will still be partners, like always.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you and Feda can continue your private investigation business.
Yeah.
It is the best of both worlds.
Well, it sounds real good, Chief. What do you say, Feda?
I say go for it. It is the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Hey!
Well, okay then, Chief. Let's do it.
Why not?
The best of both worlds.
Hey!
High five, Feda.
High five.
By the way, Chief, I really like your background music.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, my wife picked that out for me.
It is much better than Sabir's or Kathy the Camel Ladies.
It's almost as good as mine.
Yours is pretty good, Brick.
I picked out Brick's music.
Yes, she did. Mine was getting a little outdated.
Don't you have any background music for Feda?
How about the Wonder Woman theme?
Oh, that would be nice.
What is so funny?
Nothing.
Am I not a wonder of a woman?
Oh,